Yes, sir.
Okay. So I just gave Kashmir some jobs. You guys have a website job to do. So once you get here, make sure you meet him so that you know what you guys have to do.
Okay, sir.
Yes, today we're gonna be rounding up our Django online school that we started building. We're gonna finish it up last weekend from Saturday, Sunday. I was working on these uh, Facebook and Della build for SDG project. I did something on farm produce listing and I was able to tidy it up by weekend. This morning, I have a video online where I demonstrated, where I did a demo for it. All the source codes on my GitHub, github.com/Dawn. Can get there, study the codes. We are supposed to like learn how to do it, but because of the hackathon that you guys have, I had to quickly finish it because the deadline for submitting of the Facebook and Della project is next week. So I had to quickly finish it this week so that we'll have the whole of this week preparing for the machine learning hackathon built for 2nd and 3rd of next month. That's what we're going to be doing. And because of that, I quickly also completed this very project, the online school. But I'm going to show you guys some of the things I did to make it possible for you to work on it. If you just follow the tutorial the way it is, you'll be getting error, especially when you after running your modules. You want to create more tables, well, the tutorial series and tutorial categories. You're likely going to be getting error of ID, blah, blah, blah. So because of that, you have to, when you're creating your model, that first model, all the tables in that model.py, all of them have to be created at once and migrated at once. So if you open up, okay, let me quickly share my screen so that I'll be showing you what I'm doing. Okay. So this is the updated codes. There are also errors, small errors that I had to fix in order to make the work work. So this is the final website. These are the categories. You click on the categories, you should be able to see the other things that are inside the categories. This is the home page and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So if you check out this is the new step. Like the steps now updated it to serve you better. Create a folder on your desktop and then name it online school. The new guy, what's your name? Huh? Judah. Okay, you can see what I told you to do this morning. Create a folder on your desktop, name it online school. Then open the folder in VS Code. Then you start giving these instructions on your terminal. You understand? So you have to take this down. You understand? Do it and get your online school up and running. The same thing goes for everybody. You understand? I just updated this. The codes are very well done so that you don't have to stress yourself again much. So like I said before, next month when we'll be starting our general program, we're going to revisit this. So have it and have a good scope of what is there. So that when we are revisiting it, I'll be taking the codes one by one, explaining them to you. So make sure you do it now. Know what they are doing, know what the various schools are doing. On the CSS side, download your Koala and compile your CSS because in the one we're going to be doing again, we should be able to work on these our CSS and make it look like what we want. Be able to change the colors and do other things. So make sure you get your Koala. It takes a little bit time to be downloaded. Recompile it, go to materialize and click on get started, download the SARS file there, recompile it and use it in your work. That's the way I want you to do it. And the steps are very well clear here. If you get to my website, Tclassified.com, you see the steps on how to make it look good. So everything is well written down here. Head to get started section, choose download SARS, download the zip file, extract it, then navigate to the material.this directly, then use Koala and compile it, then you have this. So make sure you do all the necessary. I'm giving you now as an assignment, it's a project. Create your fresh, all these things I'm saying now, create it afresh as an assignment. get it done. I'll be checking it by next weekend. Because we are concentrating on machine learning from now till Friday, this is your assignment. Get it done, get it on with Koala, we are not using the CDM from Materialize. Finish up the work and get ready. So that when I look at it, I see your errors, then we can rub minds and be able to tackle it. So like I said, very importantly, once you get to the level of creating your model, instead of having only tutorial model, make sure you have both tutorial category, and tutorial series. So create it, run. You don't need to use the shell at all. Once you run it, there's a extent that you get to. Once you must have done the admin.py, you should be able to log into your admin after creating your super user, fill in all both your, like now, if I go to my admin now, I should be able to fill up everything, and that is how I gave that's how I put in the data. Because you'll be having that error when you already have data in your system and you're trying to create a secondary key that will get related to that. So that was the issue there. So if I go to /admin/, if I go to /admin/, I should be able to log into the back end. Okay, so this is my back end. You can see I have categories, I have series, I have tutorials. And these are the tutorials that I have, Python basics and the rest. So you can click on any of them. You can add up category, you can add up series. But if you click on tutorial, you can add up both tutorial, including the series and everything. So it's a very robust application. Let's say I click on tutorials now, and I click on add new tutorial. Okay, so you can see I can add tutorial title, use now, put the slug. Then under series, I can create a new series or use the series that I have. The same thing with, if I click plus now, I can create a new series. And under this new series, I can use the categories that I have or create a new category. So you can do a whole lot from the back end on this application. This application is so robust, so good. So follow these steps. The steps like it was before is no longer what it is now. I've updated it. So this is the new one. Follow it. If you're following, scroll down, you are going to see some notes that I wrote. You see here notes. Remove your text editor from save on edit. My Visual Studio Code, which is my text editor, I configured it on save on edit. So that once I do Control S, format on edit. Remove your text editor from save on, oh no, this is not save on edit, it should be format on save, please. Remove it from format and save. My Visual Studio Code, I configured this to format and save so that once I save, it formats my code. You understand? But all of you, I didn't show you how to do that. So I believe that none of your Visual Studio Code is on format on save. You understand? So make sure that it's done for my digital audience in case if you're running the codes, it might be giving you error. So that was part of the reasons of the errors I was having. That's why immediately I took care of it. Everything started going well. Then number two, create the whole models first, then migrate before adding data. Very, very important. Create the three models that we have there, the three databases, the three tables in the databases, which are tutorial category, and tutorial series. Get them created and migrate before you start, before you continue. So very important. Those are the few new things that you're going to incorporate when you're doing your project. So do that, and by Friday, you should be done. So when you're done on Friday, I should be able to inspect your work and see what everybody has done. Okay. So I think that is it for this very quick class this morning. We are going to be spending more time on our machine learning. So try this out. Start it afresh. Complete the code. Starting it afresh is very, very okay for you. Very, very useful to you. Don't go and start working on the other ones. Once you start afresh now, you'll be able to write in the codes, know how to type in your manage.py, know how to create your various apps, start app, start project, and the rest of them. So do that and ask me questions once you're done, and you must have seen your error. As you're doing it, you're going to encounter more problems. So as you're encountering those problems and those problems are sorted out, you'll be in the best position to understand how to use Django to build an online. Remember, everything you want is in Christ Jesus. The easiest way to getting success is by being a God again. See you when I see you.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. God bless. Yeah. Who is asking question?
Fortune, sir.
Yeah, Fortune. Also, I'm going to upload the source code to my own that is already running to my GitHub. So get to GitHub, you're going to see online school there. You are going to see the whole codes. I'm going to upload it there. That's another way you can get. Yeah, Fortune.
Okay, sir. Please, the codes are on the website. If we follow the codes accordingly,
Yeah.
are we going to be able to run the Django website without having the same error we're having now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The error you're having now will be taken care of by following this site, the new code that I have, and making sure that you do these two last comments that I made here. These two last comments, very, very important. Make sure your text editor is not on format on save. This is supposed to be format on save. I'm going to quickly change it. Then make sure that when you're creating your model, have the tutorial model there, tutorial series and tutorial categories. Make sure that 3 of them are there. So in essence, recreate your project again by doing this and you'll be fine. So once we are done, I should be able to host this online school on Heroku. So I'll also teach you how to host it on Heroku. You can also host it on Linode or DigitalOcean. These are cloud services that can help you host your Django application, either Heroku, Linode, or DigitalOcean. But I'm going to be teaching you how to host on Heroku, since Heroku has a very good free service that you can use for your job. Okay. Thank you. God bless you. See you when I see you.